It's another fine day. It's another beautiful day. And today I am happy. I am happy, happy, happy because we did the Mr. Leo concert yesterday and it was beautiful and it was successful and it was huge. And then I got to meet one of my biggest 227 celebrities, Millie Berry, the beautiful, young, super, 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 super smart Millie Berry. And the smile was just there. Oh God, I think I'm happy. I think I'm excited to do this. Right now, we are going to be talking to another woman who is doing a lot for the industry. The energy goddess, the energy goddess. For people that don't know why they call her the energy goddess, I will play on a little video of her doing her thing, and then I'll know why they call her the energy goddess. Yes, Charlene, MC Charlene, one other Cameroonian, he live that side for Europe, and he is doing wonderfully well for our community. Not only is she putting in the work. Uh, I don't start to grammar, I don't start Chris. I go back for my regular PG 1 1. Yeah, today we'll talk to this woman, to this lady, MC Charlene. Uh, but when I make some noise for MC Charlene now, and if you mention her, so I don't, I'm not even talking no nothing. Yeah, we'll talk to this lady. We'll talk about this lady. We'll get her here live, and it's going to be a wonderful session. A wonderful session because you guys know for Toridey, we are here to have conversations. Um, Nisi, thank you for watching. Thank you for watching, bro. My boss, thank you for watching. Go ahead and share. We'll talk to this person because um she's been doing a lot for our community and on our nose photo that is what we do, celebrate people. And why would they celebrate these people? Would they learn from them? Why would they learn from them? Would actually document information where the generations after us go use them for good, go use them for good, go use them for continue build our community, go use them for continue do the things we need for the do as a community for grow. What better way to do that than to have conversations? What better way to do that than to invite people who are already making impact? What better way to do that than to invite people who are actually doing something to get up there? Not get up there, but to impact our community positively. Yeah, like I said earlier, today we'll talk to this lady. Her name is MC Charlene. I know say name the way Mami the Bonigi, in Papa the Bonigi, but for now we'll call her MC Charlene, or you can call her the energy goddess. And the reason why she's known as the energy goddess, we're not gonna know her today. We were supposed to have Solange Ojong earlier today, but unfortunately, they say man the propose, God the dispose. They say we make plans and the nature decide. Also, some other group of people they talk. Um, uh, so if it happen because I don't know if you explain the situation for you. We are not here to bring up. I don't know if you explain my level for that level, but we'll definitely reschedule the live. We'll definitely do the live another day, and I think it's going to be beautiful. I think it's going to be very, very beautiful, guys. For those who are watching, go ahead and share the video. Share as much as possible. Share to your WhatsApp. Share to your Facebook. Share to Facebook groups. Share to individuals. One thing we're supposed to be doing as a community is learn, learn and learn and learn and learn personally, learn on our own, learn from people the way they don't do them. You understand? Now, we didn't necessarily learn not only things that we get for use them right away. Sometimes you won't just learn things that are good. You won't just understand how things that work. You won't just understand how so certain people that do certain things. You never know when this information is going to be very, very useful, not only to you but to probably a larger community. I don't know if that makes sense with which what they talk. But for me, oh God. And for me, but for me, which I know now see um the way forward now for learn, now for learn, do your research, learn by yourself, learn from others, sit down and let someone teach you. You understand? And then we start having conversations. We start having conversations like these. When we start having conversations like these, that is what helps our community grow because you could be able to look me for my face and say, Sako, I don't like the two you do 'em. You could be able to look me for my face and say, Sako, do one differently. Sako, do one the kind of way. Sako, bend and small so and see the result where you get them. That is how we grow. When we start having conversations, growth is inevitable. When we start having conversations, uh, growth not one thing we will enjoy and we all. And by conversations, I mean talking to people, talking with people. You understand? Not talking about people. Even if we want to talk about people, it should be in a very, very positive light. It should be in a very positive way. It should be, hey, let's say we want to talk about Raphael Gini. We should be talking about the beautiful things he's doing in our community. We should be talking about how he got to where he is and how another person can copy and just follow the same path. You understand? We should be talking about people only in that positive light. We don't talk about people negatively. We don't talk about my brother Luke. Thank you very much, man. Guys, go ahead and share. And we are building a community that is so beautiful. I'll share a small testimony about yesterday. Mr. Leo de Dallas, Montez de Dallas, Nico Mara de Dallas, Miri Berry de Dallas, and Mr. Nzinga de Dallas, and God, I've forgotten her name. Ah, gosh, she's another huge. Yeah, boss. Charlene is already around. Guys, go ahead and share. Go ahead and share. Very soon, I will send you link for join. When I know Sonefi, she's a goddess. She's doing wonderful for our community. She's doing huge for our community. And if you just bring it in now, more share the video, more get more people for the watch. Boss, I better go ahead and share the live also. Then we go send her a link. You go click that link and then you go join the live and then Onafi get a beautiful conversation with my sister. Trust me, the reason why we bring people like her to this platform is because we see her doing something good. We see her doing something great. We see her doing something wonderful. You understand? And for we, the only way for bless our community with which we already do to add to what she's already doing. Now for bringing for here, more will ask you questions, more will talk to her, more will talk with her, more will understand the way they think, more understand the way they move, more understand how we fit support her. You understand? More understand some of the things that we're going to do as a community for encourage for put people like her on a better place. Because guess what? I never tell people, see, the one thing would ever ignore and for life now say one wealthy person for our community creates that possibility for us to have more wealthy people in our community. Even if they don't give you money, but guess what? They feel inspire the next kid from the community. You understand? So when you see some person the grow, you see some person the blossom, you see some person the up there, you understand? Please, 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 no look them funny. No look them like, oh no, no. On the contrary, tap into their blessing, tap into their knowledge, tap into their mindset, how they do them. You understand? That way we get to multi we get for we multiply therefore multiply with that person do am. You understand? So that is how I look at it. That is how I look at it when now the reason now they bring people like my sister MC Charlene for Toridey because what may tell we I say wait be that way we as a community we need for the do for support you. I say wait be that way you think say our community get for change them for we for move forward. I say mama now how you do them? What are you doing to make sure 100 years from now, when you are not here, we will get another MC Charlene and we will probably do better. That is how we got to Samuel Etofis. There was a Roger Miller at one time, you understand? And then Roger Miller inspired the next Samuel Etofis. There was Abedi Pele, not Abedi Pele, Maradona at one time. Left footer. That Maradona inspired the next Maradona winner. You understand? There was Zinedine Zidane at one time. That Zidane inspire the next person na Kylian Mbappe. You understand? So having people like MC Charlene in our community is a blessing, and we must, as a community, learn how to tap into. You understand? No be all these phony vibes, phony energy. We out here trying to drag this person down, trying to disrespect this person. No, we don't grow past that. We don't grow past that. um for some time now, the community is actually in pain, and the only way me I feel so we heal this community now by talking to people like MC Charlene, especially a busy woman like her, a very, very, very busy woman like her, for her to take her time come on this live, have this conversation with us, bro. We get for appreciate them. We really, really get for appreciate them. We really get for appreciate them. My sister, I don't send link. I don't send link. Just click the link, follow the instructions, you join the live, and let's kickstart this journey. I think it's going to be a beautiful one. I think it's going to be a beautiful day. I love her energy. I see what she's been doing for the community. She's a role model. She's a role model. She has a lot to offer. But then if we don't have conversations, if we don't talk to these people, if we don't bring these people onto reading, how do we get to know a few things about them? How do we get to know how they expect us to support them? You understand? I'll tell you something. We were at the Mr. Leo concert yesterday in Dallas and looking at Mr. Leo. And then I remember many years ago when they started, when he started, and many years ago when oh God, we have a community to build, and no man will do one for we. Now me and you will do them for us. I will do them for us. I will do them for the next generation. Um, I will add my sister now. Guys, go ahead. By the way, might share a little bit. My sister, I dey see you for background. I beg, just give me some few minutes. Maybe to go ahead and share the live, and then right after that, I'll add you, and then we'll start the conversation. But like I said, for person we don't know why they call her the energy goddess. When I taste this small video, my put volume. If I put volume, I hear any energy, when I will cry. Goddess, goddess, goddess. Yeah, like I was telling you guys, man, she's wonderful. She is wonderful. And one other thing that I don't notice for our community, you see that people the way would you ever think say they big, they far up there, oh, it would difficult for reach them. Oh, how can I get them on our platform? Because the platform name not my platform anymore, not our platform. How can we get them to our platform? How? Now the most simple people, now the most humble people, now the most easy people. Now the one group of people the way they don't understand, say, hey, why complicate life? And I think now they ever tell my friends, and like, hey, um, if you look at very well, people they do for top, people they do for up day, they don't really get time for like they don't already experience them, so they know say, hey, there's nothing up there. Life is about human relationship, me and you, and what we can do for our community. And I feel like that is why my sister is here today. My sister, but just give me a few minutes, maybe to share them, and then we'll jump into the conversation. Um, as I share on a tuna share last time. Oh God, this is beautiful. I'm so happy. When I see how person in energy if be contagious, right? Like just because inside my mind, I know I'll be talking to someone with high energy. Name na the sakodi when I know him. Say I be excited. Say I the pump. Say I the oh God, this is good. This is good. This is good. I like it. Yeah, I like the energy. When I if you believe say I come back for house yesterday at 5 p.m. But yes, I woke up this morning. Uh I woke up this morning energized because, like, when you just think about it, like, okay, I'll be talking to this person today. The energy they always been for update, very positive person, community builder. What else? I get for just copy the energy. It just get for like, so yeah, NSC we get for continue to do the good work for our community. So I add my sister now. When I add my sister, I beg, on a clap, on a shout. People the way they want move their trousers to way am. People the way I want make sure see una know see she's here to be celebrated. She's here to teach. She's here to talk to her people. She is here for give we part of that energy. Una make sure we'll go make sure so we'll drag that energy fine. So if we keep enough for continue use them for our careers.
Hello, hello, hello.
Oh God, the volume is good, the colors superb, and the lighting wonderful.
Sorry, listen. I lost my voice, so I had a show yesterday. Can you hear me?
I can very well.
Okay, so I had a show yesterday and I've been working back to back. So and then I had a show. I've not slept, so my voice has not rested. So I apologize for that. I've not had good sleep yet. So
Boss,
hello.
I also you talk small pigeon. No.
I did talk small pigeon. Yes, of
Okay.
course.
I need to make sure. Now,
My
can you
pigeon
do?
not bad. Just my pigeon is very complicated, but I try man. My
I
pigeon
think
not
we
bad.
like complicated pigeon for Toridey, but then feel very free to go with the language you reach. We are internationals. We don't understand the importance of globalization. We don't understand say the world is not about that small village you come from. You came from that
Thank
small
you.
village because you're
Mm,
supposed to impact the world. So what
fact.
on a French, what on a English, what on a Spanish, what on a small country talk throw inside the Naturidis. Um Boss, do me one favor, by the way. You see that space right there above your head?
What?
The space between
Mm-hmm.
your head, yeah, it big. So can you, if you
Want me to bring the
try,
camera down a bit? Let's
yeah,
bring
down a little bit. So just frame and give me that space.
for that.
It's still there.
Oh my God! I was at every house on hmm?
Okay, we manager now. So, by the way,
Where I
shout out.
beg you, what you want? You want to bring an up here on how
No,
I don't
that's okay.
understand.
That's okay. Let's do it like that.
Let me wait. Maybe I should sit on a pillow.
That's okay. That's okay, boss. Let's just go. Um,
Sorry.
Teku Nisi, thank you for watching. My boss, MC Dibenja, another young man. If I was to go back in time to become younger again, now the person that I want to be, he's doing wonderful also for our community. Guys, go ahead and share the video, please. BK Claude, please share. Ernest Lancaster, please share. Um, uh,
Anybody that's here, just share, guys. Share the
yeah,
live.
guys, please
But
go ahead
people
and
come
share.
on Facebook will eventually notify people the longer we stay on.
Yeah, the
So.
longer we stay. But then I
Mhm.
know you're tired. I don't want to take. I don't want move over go long.
Yeah.
You need for rest. By the way,
Yeah. True.
Bay is watching. Sylvia, thank you for always. You're always there. Always the first person. And if I'm in a one delay, you call me and say what's happening. You need to do what you like doing. Boss, MC Charlene. Tell us about you. Where you from and exactly what you do.
Okay, my name is MC Charlene, aka the Energy Goddess. Born Charlene Abayebi Egbe. I am I am Cameroonian,
Mhm.
and I came to Norway when I was 8, so I've lived here almost all my life.
Wow.
And I'm Bayangi Pekin, proud.
I don't know. They talk say a tantimo manyang for human too. Okay, a tantimo manyang. I they ever brag say thank God say I get small bayangi inside me because my grandma me actually it gets small bayangi inside. So that
Mm-hmm.
small way they inside me no I hold on tight like
Hold on.
I need to joke with them. Yeah, you never talk about what you do. You just talk about
Okay,
you
what I
where
talk
you
about what
from.
you do. Well,
Mm-hmm.
I'm an international MC,
Mm-hmm.
hype queen,
Mm-hmm.
and I am also an entrepreneur, a social
Mm-hmm.
worker,
Mm-hmm.
a former chef,
Mm-hmm.
um, dance fitness instructor,
Mm-hmm.
a lot. I
So
do
many
a lot,
hats.
but
So many
I'm
hats.
mostly. Hmm?
Yeah, so many hats. How does it feel? Like how you feel for you, all these hats?
I don't. I've always been a hard worker, so
Mm-hmm.
that's my. I'm a hustler. I love to
Mm-hmm.
work because I believe in the money is sweeter when you make it by yourself and with your hard work.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. So I just like God gave me a lot of talent, so I like to
Mm-hmm.
explore all of them.
Wow.
That's why.
You don't talk about talent. Growing up would not be I don't think so. You get lucky you can't hear with the eight. You understand? But the community where we come from, most people maybe even don't understand say besides football and maybe a little bit of music, most people maybe really believe apart than that was they maybe believe say talent you actually put food on your table. And when
Exactly.
you back then when you talked about talent, it was defined differently. Talent
Exactly.
probably then you get for being a carpenter, you get for being a bricklayer, only for you
Engineer,
for grow up,
lawyer.
yeah. Only for you for grow up, learn say you jogging for cash, you don't for Facebook, and you make makeup. That's
I
talent,
tell
and you can
you,
actually
don't
make
bring
millions from it. So my question would be now on that light. How did
Mhm.
you how you what do you think what do you think is the role of us actually identifying talent from our kids and how we actually do for push them, for encourage them, for not say, hey, in as much as I want you to go to school and do all these other things, find your talent and exploit it also.
Actually, I don't think that is something that you can give to a parent as an assignment to do, because
Okay.
talent is not just, it doesn't, you might be, you might go to school and you're
Mm-hmm.
good in your books,
Yeah.
and then later in the future you discover that,
Mm-hmm.
oh, I'm actually good at sewing too,
Wow. Yeah.
so at the end of the day, I don't think that is something that a parent has, is a must for a parent to define a kid's talent. But I
Mm-hmm.
feel like parents should be more vigilant, you feel me, in
Yeah.
terms of like, pay attention to your kids, pay attention to what they like, pay
Mm-hmm.
attention to how they move, how they talk, because when you pay attention to your kid, that's when you notice, like, oh, my kid is really good at spelling,
Mm-hmm.
so maybe we should do this. Oh, my kid is really good at football, so I
Mm-hmm.
can promote. I can push the boy to go to, or girl to go to football school. My
Mm-hmm.
kid is really good at drawing. Let me motivate my child to
Mm-hmm.
continue to do that. You just have to pay attention to your kid and then
Mm-hmm.
just motivate them. You
Mm-hmm.
know, because you don't know, your child might be good at drawing, but it
Mm-hmm.
doesn't mean that that child wants to be an artist. You know what I mean? They might
Mm-hmm.
just like doing it. So
Mm-hmm.
you have to listen, pay attention, and
Mm-hmm.
also communicate. That
That's
means,
true.
what do you like? I see you're good at drawing. Is
Mm-hmm.
that what you want to do?
Mm-hmm.
I see you're really good at playing football. Is that what you like?
Wow.
Communication. And from there now, if that's what a kid likes, you promote the kid
Mm-hmm.
and motivate the child to further want to, get into it and build a future by God's grace.
Wow.
But yeah.
So for you, how did you get to know, okay, this is actually something that I'm good at and maybe I want to pursue it, especially
Well,
when
let me
it
tell
comes
you
to
something.
you being the MC?
Okay, let me tell you how it started. Let me just how I became an M.
Yes. Yes.
Actually, I've always been the light of the party
Mm-hmm.
by nature. I'm just a very energetic person.
Yeah.
Anywhere I enter in the room, it lights up just by nature. And I
Mm-hmm.
used to dance when I was a kid. I used to be in dance competitions. I used to win all of them, hip hop and all that.
Mm-hmm.
So, and there was a day I was still working as a chef then, and my friend, an old friend of mine, a former friend, I think it was 2016 or 2015 or something like that. She
Mm-hmm.
called me. She was like, Charlene, I'm having a fashion show and I would love for you to host it.
Mm-hmm.
I was like, host it? What does that mean? What do you want me to do? No, just host it, vibe, introduce the dresses, talk the stuff. I was like, oh. He's like, but you're at the life of the party always. So I think this would
Yeah.
be, you would love to do this. I was like,
Yeah.
okay. So I took a day off work. I went there, had my dress on because I love looking cute and sexy. That's like my vibe. I love looking nice. So I came there looking, I look banging, got my drip on because me, I'm in my minyanga. You understand?
Uh-huh.
No. So they gave me the mic and I just lit up the place. I introduced everybody. I made a show. After, she was like, oh my God, girl, you're so good at this. And
Wow.
I didn't even know MCs exist. I didn't even know anybody doing an MC work. I just
Mm-hmm.
did it. And then I was like, people are giving me good feedback. So a friend here was bringing Jay Martins.
Mm-hmm.
I was like, I called him. I was like, yo, I see you bringing Jay Martins. Give me the mic. Let me hype and introduce him. He was like, okay. They gave me the mic. I did. It was great. And then he was bringing bracket. I did the same. But then what changed everything was when Pantoranking came here to my
Mm-hmm.
city. And
Mm-hmm.
then yeah, I'm a hustler and I'm a very good communicator.
Mm-hmm.
So I talked to the tour manager. The tour manager was there. They all loved my vibe. I was just there. Everybody was like, I was like, listen, I've hosted 2 shows. I think I'm really good at it. I see you're a tour promoter. You know, are you doing any show? He's like, yeah, I have a show in Stockholm. I was like, please, I would love to come. Don't worry about this. I'll take care of this and da 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 da. You can take care of the
Wow.
hotel. Like I offered, just made it feel like he's just, free work almost.
Yeah.
So I got my ticket, went there, took the mic. It was Kiss Daniel. I hosted Kiss Daniel and Stoneboy. I
Mm-hmm.
shut it down. And then, my friend, I had some really cool friends that were just like so proud of me. I burst into tears. I was so happy. And then from there, back to back.
Wow. Ma ask the question one time.
Mhm.
You sure say some pikin fit decide say what I want to do as a career is be an MC. And if you actually do them very well and make money from that, not only feed their family, but impact their community positively.
With just being an MC.
Yes.
I don't think so.
Okay.
Um, Being an MC brings money, but I don't
Mm-hmm.
know if you like small money, that's fine. But I like a lot of money. So that's why I have multiple jobs. You know what I
Mm-hmm.
mean? But um, I think that you can be an MC, yes.
Mm-hmm.
It depends on what kind of MC. Okay. So let's say
Mm-hmm.
if you if you have bookings all the time, of course you can live off that. Definitely. But
Mm-hmm.
that's like you have to have bookings every weekend. You know?
Mm-hmm.
Then you can live off that, definitely. You know?
Mm-hmm.
Um but waking up one day and decided to be an MC, it's possible. So it's possible, but at the same time, it's really hard for you to get to that level where you're being booked back to back,
Mm-hmm.
you know? Because I don't know, like if it's in Europe, how many weddings are there?
Even if it's one wedding, if they're paying you 1 million per wedding,
Yeah,
then maybe.
but the question is, you have to build yourself to get to there.
Yep.
So, do you understand? That's the
Mm-hmm.
thing. You can you just wake up and say, I want to be an MC, and you start
Mm-hmm.
living off of it.
Mm-hmm.
You understand? The money they pay me, if I wanted to live off of it, I can
Mm-hmm.
because of where I am now as an MC.
Mm-hmm.
But where I was then, there, impossible.
Mm-hmm.
Impossible because it is chicken change. That's the
For
pair of
how long have you
chickens.
been working as an MC?
Let's say I started like from like we can say from 2017.
Okay.
But of course the fashion show was probably like 2016, but I can say from 2017,
Mm-hmm.
that's when like my career started.
Mm-hmm.
2018, I was all over the world hosting Flavor, Fali, all the top artists that were at the top then, Olamide, all of them. In 2018, I did like 30 shows in no time.
Wow.
Yeah, I was being booked over the place. And and yeah. To now.
No, no. One question I want to ask you is: you come from Cameroon, and you all the names you mentioned and Fali, like the names, it just be diverse to some way. I need to understand. What do you think is that thing you have where they make when people they want hire you for their events, they need even one worry about how we come out and all of that.
I think it's just my aura.
Mm-hmm.
Um, I did not grow up with a should we say tribalistic mentality.
Okay.
I didn't grow up like, oh, I'm Cameroonian.
Mm-hmm.
I grew up as I'm black, I'm African, and everybody's my brothers and sisters. I didn't
Mm-hmm.
grow up in a community where um, they're full of black people. Like my
Mm-hmm.
one of my best friends is Somalians. The other one is from Kurdistan. The other one
Mm-hmm.
is Norwegian. The other one is Bosnian. The other one is Ghanaian. One of my tight childhood friends is the closest friend that I ever had is Nigerian. You feel me?
Wow.
So my aura is I'm a people's person.
Mm-hmm.
Not only do I have talent, but I'm a people's person. I love to communicate with people. I don't come with a negative vibe. And when you see somebody that smiles and lights up the room,
Mm-hmm.
that's all you're feeling is a positive energy.
Very true.
Then you see their talent and also how they carry themselves.
That's true.
Yeah. I carry myself. That's where the buying a girl comes in. I don't know other buying you, but I would say I carry myself with pride, class, respect, and then I don't
Na
take no
bayang itin.
bullshit. And I don't take no bullshit. Like I don't allow men to disrespect me, and that demands a lot of respect in a woman in a male-dominated industry. If you're not a strong woman, you be a cheap, good for nothing. Your career will last 1 year, because everybody
Oh,
would stamp on you. But I am a very strict woman. My father is a solid man, so I'm a solid woman. And I learned to not take shit from people. And I think that demanded more respect from people, you know. And they felt as to, I booked this girl, she's going to do her job. There's not going to
Mhm.
be any wahala. You feel
Mhm.
me?
Mhm.
Yeah. So it's never been a problem. I've been all over the place, and most people who have booked me are Nigerians. I've worked with very few Cameroonians actually. Uh,
Mhm.
yeah, yeah. I don't know. It's the aura, it's the energy. Yeah, and I'm good at my job too. When I take the mic, who cares where I'm from? you know, I do my job really good.
Wow. So
yeah.
I think my next question will be now working with these people, all these name, all these people from different countries. Which
hmm
be that thing where you feel so you don't learn them where if you feel actually force them inside our people their head. By our people, you know who I mean, or our immediate community. If you
hmm
force them inside their head, it will make
hmm
us better. It will make us a better community.
I would say just um, I don't know how to say this. One thing I've learned from being an international MC and working with the top artists and
Mm-hmm.
people from other country, it's first of all celebrating somebody.
Mm-hmm.
And also there's no like when people are jealous, jealousy
Mm-hmm.
is what makes people not to grow.
Okay.
A lot of artists who I know help each other so much.
Mm-hmm.
Artists from other countries,
Mm-hmm.
they don't just enter and then close the door.
Mm-hmm.
They enter, they leave the door half open for
Mm-hmm.
the next person to be able to enter.
Wow.
You know, I love that. And
Wow.
I feel like that's something that Cameroonians
Mm-hmm.
lack to the highest level.
Mm-hmm. Wow. Boss,
Yeah.
what has been some of the challenges for you?
As an MC,
Yes.
oh, you want me to be honest?
Yes.
Okay. Being a sexy woman,
I was so very sure.
yeah, the
And
challenges,
the other thing is you're not only sexy and beautiful and smart and all of those, you actually let me say flaunt it. You put it out there. So
yeah, you
go ahead,
know,
boss.
from a kid,
Mm-hmm.
I've always been that little kid who likes to look good.
Mm-hmm.
Say I took it from my mother. My grandma always say, "You're just like your mother." I always like to look cute,
Mm-hmm.
celebrate my body. Like where I grew up in Norway, just because you wear a bikini doesn't mean that you
Mm-hmm.
want sex from
Mm-hmm.
somebody.
Mm-hmm.
Like my mentality is very different from people in Africa. Where I would
Mm-hmm.
just say that. So I like to look good.
Mm-hmm.
I like to show my curves because
Mm-hmm.
that's my power as a woman. It's my body. So being a woman who loves to look beautiful, takes care of herself,
Mm-hmm.
shine. When you enter the room, a lot of men, they want a piece of you,
Mm-hmm.
you know? And the challenge, is staying true to who you are
Wow.
as a woman and not allowing yourself to
To be
become
used.
a used toy that they
Yep.
can pass around to their friends.
Wow.
Okay.
Wow.
And and that's what I can say about myself. If
Mm-hmm.
any artist just come and say, "Oh, this one I've been with her, this one I've been with her," it will be a big fat lie because I did not come get where I am now by being somebody cheap.
Mm-hmm.
I got to where I am now by being a no nonsense woman.
Okay.
That means that if I go and do a show and the artist is like, oh, Charlene, oh, I want you, there are many of them. Well, one day I'm like, oh, really? Don't worry, I'm coming right back. I enter in the crowd, pick two girls. Do you want to come with this artist? Well, there you go. He don't forget you because two chap them there. You understand? I've
Mm-hmm.
had to become very smart not to be used. And it has its pros and its cons because sometimes they get mad, they don't want to talk to me, blah, blah, blah. You know, you hurt a man's ego when you don't give him what they want. But at the same time, that's how they'll be able to respect me. You
Mm-hmm.
understand? That's how they'll be able to respect me. That's how I'll be able to host many shows. Because I know a lot of girls here that people talk shit about, not here, but in the
Mm-hmm.
industry.
Mm-hmm.
That I can sit with guys and they're like, ah, that one. I don't chop, because
Mm-hmm.
men are the biggest gossipers. Trust
Mm-hmm.
me. Sorry, no, but don't
No,
take
it's
it.
okay.
But yeah, so that's the biggest challenge, just being a sexy woman that a lot of men want to taste, and me being strong. But I think it just has to do with where I'm from.
Mm-hmm.
When I started becoming an MC, I was in school. So I traveled to Nigeria with my books. I was
Mm-hmm.
studying my exams while going to host. I don't do after parties. The
Mm-hmm.
first after parties I ever went to was the Made in Cameroonian Music Festival. They had that. I was like, oh, Cameroonian people, so let me hang out with them. Apart from that, I'm very strict. I'm very disciplined. I don't do after parties. I leave. When I'm done with my show, I vanish. You know, I don't mingle that much. You have to be disciplined in this industry to be
Very
able to
true.
survive,
Very
you know.
true.
And I had to be very disciplined. And I took my exams, my school exams. I was in Thailand. I was writing an essay at the airport. I've always been focused on school,
Mm-hmm.
while I was trying to build my career because, I feel like as a woman, you can do anything, you know. So sorry for speaking too much English.
No, that's
PG.
okay. They don't. The people don't complain, but they say, talk pigeon. Mama, go ahead. This is
Mato
Toridey. English.
pidgin.
No, no,
They
go
don't.
ahead. English
I can't
pigeon,
read it.
wherever you're
Okay,
comfortable, we are good.
ma try. The bit I say, the thing we say, when I was in Cameroon, they insulted my pigeon, so it makes me a little bit insecure sometimes. With my pigeon, they talk to my pigeon. It sound like Cameroon and Nigerian pigeon. So I don't know. I talk to now, but the pigeon where I learn for um the pigeon where I learn now from Nigerian movies, and when I got to know more Cameroonians out
Mm-hmm.
in Cameroon,
Wow.
so
But
it's like a mixture.
my next question.
Yeah. Ask your question though.
Yeah, I get no worry, I get question. I get question, David. And by the way, for those who are watching, thank you guys, and go ahead and share the video. Go ahead and ask your questions. Also, we'll take questions as we go. I want more drain her energy. I want more drain her knowledge. I want more talk
And
to
I
this
feel drain my
woman
energy.
and get to learn a lot from who she is. And yeah, I think the next question would be like, Gobina, um, what do you think our community should be doing every time they hear the name MC Charlene?
What they should be doing,
Yeah.
they should be smiling.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Because I try to bring positive energy, even though
Mm-hmm.
sometimes, I get my own small temper now. The month just vex me for Facebook
Bayang,
and I blast
Bayangi,
them.
Bayangi.
So my people just vex me for Facebook and I blast them. And most of the time, when they hear the name MC Charlene, I want them to smile and also feel like if MC Charlene can do it, I can do it too. I love to inspire people, especially my energy squad.
Well, now when you talk about the energy squad, like now who do you refer to? Is it everyone or those who are really loyal? Those who they just
The
carry their
energy
trouble
squad
for
is
head? That is it.
everybody that is following me and everybody that loves me genuinely.
Mm-hmm.
Yes.
Wait to be a
Because I'm the
relationship.
energy goddess and they are the energy squad. So we spread positive energy.
wait to be your relationship with other celebrities and for industry, especially for Cameroon.
I'm friends with some of them. I try not to keep close relationships because I don't have time for that. Like, I don't have time for the fake bullshit. So I have few friends actually. I try not to. I have few friends,
Mm-hmm.
but I don't call people friends. I would say acquaintances. I wouldn't say they're friends like that. But I also feel like man like standing, I'm a guy. There's somebody like friend. Blaze B is my friend. Yeah, I
Mm-hmm.
would say that Blaze B knows my small secrets. So yeah, I consider him my friend. Yeah,
Mm-hmm.
Daphne is my girl for life.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah, I do have some friendships. Yeah.
The time where you start do MC, you said early 2016, early 2017, and now, do you think the industry, what we call the industry, is actually growing, or what do you think?
I have to be honest with you. Let me break something down for you. Huh?
Mm-hmm.
When I started being an MC,
Mm-hmm.
I had no idea about the Cameroonian music industry.
Mm-hmm.
Not one clue.
Mm-hmm.
I didn't know anybody. I didn't know any Cameroonian artists. I didn't know
Mm-hmm.
them. The only artist I knew it was the ones my daddy played for me, like Baby Manga and all of them. It was
Mm-hmm.
actually I became friends with Stanley before I even knew Stanley was a very big artist in Cameroon.
Wow.
Literally, like it was my friend was like, but that's Stanley, it's very big. I was like, oh really? You know, you know why? Because the community that I'm in, I live in Norway. I live in a small city, and the people who pushed my career
Mm-hmm.
are only
Mm-hmm.
Nigerians. Only Nigerians.
Wow.
The people who booked me, put money in my pocket. You see, the fan base that I have, 40% are Nigerians, and the rest are spread wide.
Wow.
If you go on Instagram, catch Cameroonians there even. Very few.
Wow.
Yeah. Because my career, let me tell you something. Many Cameroonians are like, now who be this one? You know how rude
Mm-hmm.
someone
Mm-hmm.
can be. Many of them don't know who I am because they don't care to know. Maybe because I just look so different, they don't believe I'm a Cameroonian. I don't know. But of course, now I have a Cameroonian fan base now. But building my career, there was nothing in the industry about Cameroon.
Mm-hmm.
Of course, I always presented myself as a Cameroonian.
Mm-hmm.
Every show I go, if you hear me, I say born in Cameroon, raised in Norway. I
Mm-hmm.
always say that. But I was not associated with any Cameroonian,
Mm-hmm.
not one. So I can't say the question you ask is how the industry. I cannot say that because that
You
would
see.
be
Mm-hmm.
wrong. You know? Yeah.
Boss, with your experience, especially your international experience, I'll be straightforward with the question. Do you think our community collaborating with the bigger community will be helpful, or our community should look for their own corner and struggle to do whatever they're trying to do and then try to dominate the world?
This question, Here's the thing. You can't grow by yourself. Even though me,
Mm-hmm.
I would say that I'm a one woman army
Mm-hmm.
because I do most everything myself. Everything I have is given to me by me.
Mm-hmm.
Been by myself since I was 16.
Mm-hmm.
So I would say I'm a one woman army. But the truth is that if you want to grow to a level in terms of career wise, music wise, artist
Mm-hmm.
wise, entertainer wise, you can't do it by yourself. We all tap from each other.
Mm-hmm.
Do you get what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Nigeria did not get big today by doing it by themselves. No, they didn't.
Mm-hmm.
They have the foundation, the talent, then they grow inspirations. They go to, like management, how to manage an artist,
Yeah.
how to the new sound, the new wave. What's
Wow.
hit now? Oh, South African, this Azonte is, You have to tap into
Into
different things and
energy.
then
Yeah.
bring that into your culture or your music, combine it, and suddenly you have something unique that is familiar to other ears.
Wow.
So you have to collaborate with others. Very important. And when you fail to do that, you'll be stagnant and you'll be stuck in a community where your money will be limited and a gray hair will enter you.
You know, people if you understand which way you just come over talk, especially because you did talk, it sound like you did joke, you did talk, you did smile, you did talk, you did laugh. But what you just come over do right now is, for me, I can say that is actually the blueprint to where we want to be. You understand? Because I ask some person say, when I say mono collaborate, this mono do this more she don't for our own small corner say this slogan or that slogan, right? How many billionaires in dollars will get out for Cameroon? Will not get 1 billionaire in dollar for Cameroon. But guess what? Look at our next door neighbors. How many billionaires they get in dollars? We should be looking for how to take that money and bring it to our country. And we cannot do that by sitting in our home and start, I don't know, pushing some kind of ideas. Do you understand?
Preach,
So
preach.
God. See, no, oh God, I don't know. Boss,
Rade, continue talk.
I start to get emotional when I'm talking about community development, community building, and then I just see the roadmap. It is clean and clear, and we can just, because at the end of the day, nowadays nobody is creating anything, nobody is inventing anything. They're just reinventing and recreating. They just take them, study them, change them small. For instance, Afrobeats. I say Afrobeats maybe even Nigerian, say na Ghanaian.
It's
You
not,
understand?
first of all,
Yeah.
Afrobeat stands for African
African
beat.
beats. So it
Okay?
can come from anywhere.
Can come from anywhere. That's why Libyanka won. You understand?
Yep.
Not only we Africans them, they try to complicate things them because of the ego and they need to be the one to say now we create this one.
Yeah.
You understand? Even though they are different genre,
Mm-hmm.
but the same at the end of the day, the instruments and the inspirations that we use to create the music
Mm-hmm.
that is African music comes
Mm-hmm.
from our ancestors
Mm-hmm.
from different parts of Africa.
Very true.
You get what I'm saying?
Very true.
You know? So Afrobeats stands for African music.
And you know what they ignore about all of this? The fact say the only time we an African sound don't dominate the world in modern days now because it get that word Afro inside. So that it means that for me that is just clear sign. What you guys are supposed to be doing is working towards one Africa. That is the only
Yes,
way to dominate the world.
listen, I said that. That's why sometimes I hashtag one Africa. Because let me tell you something. It's not a lie that every single country,
Mm-hmm.
village has their tradition.
Yeah.
And with that tradition, there's also a sound that
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
is not a lie, that
Mm-hmm.
that sound is familiar to the people
People.
in that community.
Mm-hmm.
But now, if you want that sound, or you as an artist, you want other communities and other villages and other countries
Mm-hmm.
to understand your sound. You
Mm-hmm.
sometimes you cannot just go to them and present
Your sound.
that sound from
Mm-hmm.
only your community. You now have to take that sound that you have, go to that community that you feel, these people then they get money, these people they feel really like my song.
Mm-hmm.
Take a little bit of something that is familiar
Mm-hmm.
them, added to your sound. And then you have something that they will also buy and your
Mm-hmm.
community will also buy.
Right.
This is why I love Nigerians. Why? Because they have mastered it. They know how to take from this place and add it to their own
Mm.
to be able to reach a wider market. And I feel that that is what Cameroonians lack. I don't know what it is that they don't want to listen. Why do you think Burna Boy went and was asking Diddy to executive produce his album? You think Burna Boy is stupid? That he doesn't know where he's from? Doesn't know that he's a Nigerian man, African man that is
Mm-hmm.
being inspired by Fela? Why do you think Burna Boy went to copyright uh, Tony Braxton's sound
Oh,
and put in with Last Slap? What are you talking about? Number one hit.
yep.
Do you get it?
Yeah.
What
What's
do
that
you
song?
think now?
What? Yeah, go ahead, boss man. Go ahead.
I'm a piano. Some people are even thinking that that is Nigerians. Oh, I'm a piano. I'm a
Nope.
piano. They don't.
Yeah.
It's a South African sound.
So,
But they heard it and they saw how it was spreading. So they
mm-hmm.
said, oh boy, this sound sounds like money. Oh,
Yeah.
what did they do? They carry that sound, add them with their own ginger. That's why I like, I'm a piano. No, no, no. You see singing
Even
his dialect
Makosa, when
though.
Makosa was the thing around the world, they
I'm a
actually was
piano.
shouting about Makosa.
See, I can talk about this all day, you know, because I know how it works. But people don't want to listen because when you talk, when you speak, people get insecure that you know more than them. So instead of focusing on what you have to say,
See,
they start hating on you because now they think, these Africans have this thing of, oh, she thinks she knows better.
because
Who
they
does
give
she
the
think
bush.
she is? The,
Because the bush.
the level of pride and ignorance is what is setting a lot of Cameroonians back.
Boss, my next question.
Yes, go on.
Besides being an MC, what is the next thing closest to you being an MC?
I am also, I have a bachelor's degree in social work.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm a social worker.
Mm-hmm.
So that's why I'm very busy because I also work as a social worker.
Mm-hmm.
I work in an institution for people who suffer with mental health. So I'm an
Mm-hmm.
environmental therapist too. Um, I love working with humans and helping them develop their mental health and be better, mentally. So yeah, I do that at the side, and then I have my entertainment brand and my dance brand and my sports brand, and yes.
When you look at our community and the mental health, especially with the fact that you know a little bit about mental health, when you look at our community, especially that
Where?
of back home, wait till they come for your mind.
Ha, massa. Ha. I be that's what man say. It be like say he need for enter my office because there's the thing the way the worry bring you have plenty. See, a lot of Cameroonians, especially the ones know my energy squad because my
Mhm.
energy squad they are good. But you see those some of them, there's a lot of trauma. There's a lot of trauma. That's why you know they say everybody is a product of the environment.
Very true. Very true.
Okay. And we get influenced by the people around us.
Mm-hmm.
And if you don't know any better, you will not do better.
Very true.
And many Cameroonians don't know any better. So they will not do better. Example is somebody who just comes online You see somebody, you don't know them, you start insulting them
Mhm.
out of nowhere. And the insult comes from you seeing another person insulting them.
Mhm.
So you insult them too. A normal person does not behave that way. Somebody who is mentally okay, somebody who is okay with themselves
Mhm.
will not do such a thing. And I'm not insulting Cameroonians.
Mhm.
No, I'm not. Because I'm a Cameroonian myself.
Mhm.
They're amazing. There are many amazing Cameroonian people. But I will say this, if I lived in Cameroon, if I grew up in Cameroon, I might have been a little bit not, end up a little bit nuts
Mhm.
myself because that country they frustrate person. Electricity. Imagine say one should have for chop, one cook, light no day. I
But
know, but I feel your mental health.
and trust me, that is it. That is the one thing, because we talk about mental health and we sometimes we talk about it. Me and you will don't study educate ourselves on that. Would they a little bit? Would they two one or two steps ahead? You
I
understand?
never start. I have a whole bachelor degree in sociology as a
Okay.
psychologist.
Me
So
now just a few days ago, I actually intentionally started saying, you know what, Sako, read about mental health, read
yeah.
about mental illness. And then I just look back at our community. I first look at my own life, things that I don't go through. I'm like, all this while I was being tormented by these things, and I don't even know. You
Mm-hmm.
understand? So I get to start to free myself from, and then I imagine people the way they first of all grow like me, and then from 2016 to
Stuck
now,
in it.
whatever they are going through, it don't
Stuck
just
in it.
worsen. Siam, it's crazy. I know I'm more stay for the. I want to ask you now, what is MC Charlene doing? Because I see a lot of people commenting, oh, she's smart, oh she's. I have always seen you like that. A smart, beautiful, confident, strong woman. That's how I don't always see me you. And then once
Thank
I'm just in a bang, I just say, not the making it take off a. So what are you doing to make sure 100 years from now when you're not here, we will get another MC Charlene?
you. What am I doing?
Because
You know,
my picking that generation need forget MC Charlene.
one thing I like to do is let my followers know who I am by showing
Mm-hmm.
emotions sometimes when I'm a very expressive person. And even though it was, I hosted Fali some years back,
Mm-hmm.
I hosted Olamide some years back, I hosted Flavor some years back, Two Face some years back. What I do sometimes is I repost my achievements, my accomplishments, why I share what I'm doing now.
Mm-hmm.
Why I do that is because I want the people who are following me to see that they can do it too,
Mm-hmm.
you know,
Yeah.
because I'm over here, okay,
Mm-hmm.
physically. I cannot go to this person and say, oh, you want to be an MC?
Mm-hmm.
Come, let me give you schooling. I cannot do that because I'm a busy person.
That's true.
I focus on my work. I'm very focused. But I like to post what I'm doing because my goal is to inspire people.
Very true.
Do you understand what I'm saying? Is that when I post that, I hosted it, I did this is where I'm from. And sometimes I'll be like, do you guys know that I have 4 jobs? I post that intentionally. It's not because I'm bragging. I'm not bragging because it's just facts. But
Mm-hmm.
I know that one or two people
Mm-hmm.
will read it, even if 100 people read it, two
Mm-hmm.
of them will say, ah, Masa, I say, if this girl fit do this thing, me too, I fit do am.
Mm-hmm.
You understand?
Mm-hmm.
That's to me is a way to contribute to the community,
Yeah.
especially to inspire my
Mm-hmm.
followers. Because I can't tell you that, oh, I'm tutoring MCs, because
Mm-hmm.
the job that I'm doing is limited. there are not many females doing what I'm doing. And
Mm-hmm.
there are not many females who are capable of doing what I'm doing to my level, because it's not just about picking up the mic. It's
Mm-hmm.
the voice, it's the
Mm-hmm.
charisma, it's the energy, it's knowing the crowd, it's the music. There are not many women that want to do that.
Mm-hmm.
It's a man's job, as they say.
Mm-hmm.
But I like to post what I'm doing because I know that, listen, you look at what I'm doing and then hopefully you get inspired.
Mm-hmm.
So that's my way of contributing to the community. In
Wow.
terms of emceeing, I like to show people that I'm doing this, I'm doing that, and hopefully inspire somebody.
Say Mbotake Bruno, thank you for watching and commenting, and thank you for sharing. My boss next dim the watch. For those who they don't know, when they say, "Oh, Sako, you're doing a good job. Sako, you're doing a good job." So many years ago, more than 10 years ago, I saw a video of next dim interviewing Tonton Bea, and that was what inspired me to get into start talking to people. Now, back then, I didn't have a camera, I didn't have this, I didn't have that. But guess what? I take my phone, I will actually sit down with people, interview them, record
Mm-hmm.
them, can transcribe them, and they can type and post them on Facebook. Imagine you transcribing a 1 hour interview, but I had all
Yeah.
that passion in. So next day, any day, anytime, bro, your place day, man. You inspired your brother. Again, my boss, Ebule Jeffrey, where the watch. That's another person who some people don't never know. Um, say the only thing for our community way it will help us grow in our positivity, like the way we do talk. I don't ask you questions the way if you know being a person who is smart, if you don't go out of the question for call person in name and even insulting, but see how you present your case for a very smart and very sweet way. You understand? For a very long time, I would troll Epule Jeffrey. I trolled him because I was looking for attention. And
I'll
say
be.
for more than 67 years, this brother no ever give me one eye attention. But guess what? When I switch lane, I started just focus on the positive things I can do to help our community grow. He has done a lot. Like, you know, will only call me, cancel me on, okay, this is how you're supposed to go about this. This is like, we get conversations in, you know, Jeff then are one of that people, then just like you now, you understand? Una day for update, una day right for update. And then for me, for the get a conversation with you, for Jeff, for call my phone and tell me, say, hey, bro, you're doing something very beautiful for the community. Shape and this way, do and so. Make sure so you did it kind of person. Okay, you talk for the man, so I don't like him. Make sure, say, next time you keep your calm. I was like, whoa.
Mm-hmm.
And that is how our community, I
Mm-hmm.
just talk in line with what you're saying, inspiring
Mm-hmm.
people. You know, must go sit them down, talk for them. But by your actions and the things you're doing, by the things you post online, you inspire the next generation.
Exactly. Let me tell you, I have to be honest.
Mm-hmm.
I Me, I get hot temper now.
Mm-hmm.
So man from
Bayangi, Bayangi.
community. So man from our community be one try me, and I noticed that it was working, you know.
Mm-hmm.
So how did I take a step back, be like, yo, Charlene, this is not who you are. You're a
Mm-hmm.
positive person. You like to spread positive energy. Don't let some Cameroonians make you look like the person that you're not,
Not.
you know?
Yeah.
But Cameroon, some of them are the worst people in the world. They can bring the worst out of you, honestly. I be want shoot some man one time now. If I be catch you, it will break into half. But you know that you have to like step back and be like, yo, what is your purpose on this platform? What is your do
Mm-hmm.
you want to inspire or just uh entertain the bullshit? No. I'm a very honest person. You don't have me
Mm-hmm.
lying. I'm
Mm-hmm.
very direct. I'm very honest. I'm not afraid of any soul. That
Mm-hmm.
Thank God for that spirit. I don't care who you can be the president. That's your business. If I get
Mm-hmm.
something for my mind, I'll talk out. You
Mm-hmm.
understand? But sometimes it's how you put the message that matters. And I've
Mm-hmm.
had to like caution myself, and my team have had to talk to me like, listen, if anybody try to defame you, sue them.
Mm-hmm.
Don't bother with the internet exchange. You're bigger than that.
Yeah.
You're bigger than that. And I
You
have to
don't
remind myself
advise
like
me.
that.
You
What?
don't advise me now. Advise me now. So I think I
Yeah.
should take
Why
action.
should I entertain that? But the thing is that I think I have to also say something. It is not a question,
Mm-hmm.
but you didn't ask me this. But I feel like coming into the Cameroonian industry, I've had to like, I've had, I've been very disappointed.
Mm-hmm.
Let me say that because I came into the when I got to like host events in Cameroon. Like I've hosted a few. I've been booked by a few Cameroonians, but the worst promoter that I've ever like the worst promoter has been a Cameroonian, and then coming into the industry and seeing so much hate and jealousy and people trying to sabotage you, it just kind of like disappointed me a bit in the Cameroonian industry because I didn't expect that, you know. But that was it. So people are like, you're just like in Nigeria. I'm like, I'm not like in Nigeria. I don't have that mentality of always insulting people and trying to bring people down, you know? And I feel like it's very unfortunate it's your own people that want to bring you down. Let me give you an example. Like in 2019, I was in Nigeria. I did an event. And then I was on Hip TV Nigeria, and they interviewed me, and I was telling them that listen, I would love for you guys to play some Cameroonian music because I was not hearing any Cameroonian music while I was here. I was not hearing any Congolese. I love Congolese music, so that it went viral, literally.
Mm-hmm.
Ah, you would think that Cameroonians would be like, MC Charlene is right. Or no, they'd be like, who be that? We know ye. I mean, leave us out of it. Oh. I was like, what kind of humans are this? I'm talking about the country I'm trying to promote, and people are, come Nigerians were attacking me, you know. It was even a Nigerian artist, a very top Nigerian artist that called me on the phone. Actually, I saw your interview, and the thing is that this is how the industry works.
Mm-hmm.
And that's when you have not asked me about 80/20, but I know you're
And
coming.
I'm not even going to go there. My sister, you know the truth. Let me tell you the truth, right? Um,
Yeah.
I have decided I will not even pronounce that word anymore. You know why? Because it will be disrespectful to the many people who have been doing that not under that slogan. You
Fire.
understand? So if a certain person feels like, hey, because of this slogan, nothing the way would he do now, I feel like that is wrong. That is misleading. You understand? So many
Yeah.
people, not maybe now, for so many years have been doing a lot, so many things to protect to valorize our own, to protect our own, to promote our own, to empower our own. You understand? So when
Yeah.
sometimes we can't put a name on it based on you, I don't know, and then once that force people with, I feel like me running with that slogan is misleading. So I don't decide, you know what? I don't really ask you questions
You
of
don't
be like,
need to
oh,
call it that. You don't need to call it that. Let me tell you something.
yes.
When I traveled to Cameroon, right,
Mm-hmm.
without naming it, when I traveled to Cameroon,
Mm-hmm.
I noticed that there were not much Cameroonian music being played
Mm-hmm.
as often.
Mm-hmm.
And then I spoke about it. Like,
Mm-hmm.
that's what, let me tell you, I've been bullied for like 2 years by this individual. I'm
Yeah.
not going to name his name
Yep.
because
Thank you.
I spoke about, excuse me, because I spoke about that Cameroonians should play more Cameroonian music in Cameroon.
Mm-hmm.
But I understand why that's not the case.
Mm-hmm.
Because the thing is that when you want to talk about entertainment,
Mm-hmm.
it's not just about your country anymore.
Very
Do you
true.
know why? Because when it comes to music, it's global.
Global.
Because we now have our phones.
Yep.
We don't live in the 90s where we used to have that Cheronko way or
Yep.
snake we
Yep.
play on. We
Mm-hmm.
have them now. Life is on the internet.
Global village.
And music is like hypnosis. When you listen to it, every time you scroll on TikTok, one song is coming, the same song is coming.
Mm-hmm.
You go to your house
You look for
without
the song.
knowing it, that will be the song you play. Do you understand?
Very true.
And that will be the song you play. Now, if that music is the song that that person is listening to, that's what that person, when they go out to a club,
Mm-hmm.
they want to hear that same music that brings out that energy flow in them. Because music is like hypnosis. So, as a DJ, what do you want to do? You play that music that you know is what the audience wants to hear. Why? Because it's the audience that increases your market because they
Mm-hmm.
are the payers in
Mm-hmm.
that club. You get what I'm saying? So
Yeah.
at the end of the day, it's a money making
Making
industry that goes round
round
and round
and round
and round.
and round.
So now, if you want to come and say, hey, no, 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 you are playing this music because it's popular, but it's not from our country, you don't go about it by shouting at people because the effect of shouting at people will not last long
Mm-hmm.
at all.
Shouting at
It's,
adults. Hmm.
it's instant. Let me tell you, if your father yells at you, you pick it up there, but the next 10 minutes, you go back to doing what you feel like it.
Do
So now we have to take a different approach. And what's the approach? The approach is doing what the person who did that made that music get stuck in the
in your head.
person's ear for
Mm-hmm.
them to request it from the DJ.
Mm-hmm.
So my thing is that how and where did they get that music from?
Mm-hmm.
And what made it trend to the
Mm-hmm.
level that it got stuck in their ear? Do you understand what I'm saying?
Yes.
So my thing is that you have to learn from the person that is doing it.
Good.
Look at that strategy, copy it, and you get the same result as that person is getting.
A
And
good.
that's music marketing.
Yeah.
Okay?
Gideon. Gideon. You
Now,
don't give them free lectures.
yeah, and now when it comes to music in your environment, you cannot control that by yourself. It takes a community
Mm-hmm.
and it also takes, are you there? And it also takes the people who are creating the music.
Music.
The people who are creating the music, what are they doing for their music to be played in their environment?
Mm-hmm.
Do you understand?
Mm-hmm.
Are you talking to the DJs? The TV station that is playing the music, what deal do you have with them? You see, a lot of people don't know that in Nigeria, there's nobody that just sits and press play on your music for free. Mm-mm. In all these TV stations, eh?
Mm-hmm. They're being paid.
even whiskey,
They pay.
even whiskey, they pay. There's a budget for marketing.
Mm-hmm.
Every time a song comes out or an album comes out, there's a rollout on how to distribute it. Right. What are these people who are making the music doing
doing?
to distribute their music? Are they connecting with the DJs? If you notice in Nigeria, the top DJs who make music go viral are friends and tight with the
With
top
every other
artists.
person. DJ
Do you
Khaled in
understand?
America. DJ Khaled in America.
Do you understand what I'm saying?
Yep.
You don't just sit at home and make music and expect it to like disappear. Hey, that's a one-hit wonder. Because people will push it and it disappears. But what relationship have you built
Built.
for you to continue the
Mhm.
process and the progress and the success? You have to master the art and the knowledge of marketing your music.
Boss,
The TV station.
you don't read next in the comment.
Well, I
He
read
said,
them, I see them.
and that and what he's saying is just true because you're dishing out so much knowledge. If you push, we normally this show be given for stop for 1 hour. We're already there for 1 hour 60 minutes, but our try will end for at most 1 hour 20 or 1 hour 30. What do you think is the way forward
I
for our
have time. We
community?
can talk. I'm good.
Yeah,
Good.
I schedule another person for 4 p.m.
Oh,
So that is in 30 minutes. Yeah. So
okay. So
what
we
do you
have
think
to
is the
quit
way
it then.
forward? Yeah, and then when we're negotiating, by the way, we'll talk about for background. But then you can always, if you always negotiate for you to come on another time when you get time. And I'm really glad we are having this conversation. And trust me, my instincts never ever fail me. My instincts never ever fail me. I know how to identify smart people. I know how to identify people who wants to build our community. Like they ready for self, not only serve our community, but build our community. And you are one
I
of them.
can't hear you. Your internet has been messing up. So I didn't hear what you said. What did you say?
Okay. You did get me now.
It was cracking. It was. Yeah, I'm hearing you. Yeah, I did hear you.
So what I
I did
was
hear
saying
you.
is
I hear
the
you.
one
Oh.
by the way, yeah, we will pronounce
Yeah.
Nigeria after the interview. Listen this interview again, and then you hear how you pronounce Nigeria. It shows you grew around Nigeria as if you you pronounce in Nigeria something like that. So, I don't know what's happening with this internet, but
I'm definitely me.
thank you very much for today. And what do you think is the way forward?
The way forward
Mm-hmm.
is I don't know how to say this without being um let me tell you something.
Yes.
Hit Hitler what was
Mm-hmm.
very intelligent too,
Mm-hmm.
but he became destructive, right?
Mm-hmm.
When he gathered all the people who were naive and vulnerable to
Mm-hmm.
support him. Forward is for people to stop being so naive and try
Mm-hmm.
to open their brains and minds to other ideas and knowledge,
Mm-hmm.
especially Cameroonians.
Mm-hmm.
Many are so ignorant and naive that it's easy for any person to just come and say blah, 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 and they believe
They start following.
without actually using critical thinking.
Thinking. Is critical thinking
It's
common
very
sense?
Asa, now come on. Asa, I don't
Even
know
if they
if
use
now
na
come on.
common sense, it go help themselves.
But
Go ahead, my sister.
yeah, but like if some person come and say that in the president of Zimbabwe is a white man, and you just say, okay,
It's a white
it's
man.
but Zimbabwe, no be Zimbabwe now African country now. How come
How
the
come the
president
president
is a
white?
white man?
Yeah.
That's critical.
Just
You're like, But it
Yeah.
don't make sense now.
Yeah.
Then go and read about it.
Yeah.
Yeah, a lot of Cameroonians like that. I see online. I see how it's easy to
Mm-hmm.
come with a bunch of gibberish
Mm-hmm.
and you have the whole society on your
Applauding
back,
you.
like,
Yeah.
hey, no clue. The way forward is when Cameroonians start teaching themselves and picking knowledge from
Mm-hmm.
outside of their community. And how do we do that? Is by one person tapping the other and say, hey, Oga, see that thing when I'm on be talk? I find out say not true. Oh. Eh?
Mm-hmm.
It not be true. Anyway,
Mm-hmm.
how you find out? No, I go for the place, I read them more. The toxin and so on and so and so. Eh? Then
Mm-hmm.
ego is spread them to the next one. We have to acknowledge, give each other the knowledge.
Mm-hmm.
You understand?
Mm-hmm.
That's how we spread it. Like I'm doing now. Because, of course, like I said, a lot of us are a product of our environment, and it takes one person to go outside of the environment to
Environment.
learn something and then
And then
come
bring it back.
back and enlighten people. But just because that person don't come back, no mean say no or no. You still
Mm-hmm.
have to take it with a grain of salt until you find it out for yourself.
Very true. Very true.
So people have to learn to open their minds and stop being so naive and so ignorant, so full of hate, and not just try. Someone will just can't talk about entertainment. Blah, 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 you just can't. Yeah, or, even think. Say, it makes sense or it don't make sense. Use your head now, man. Not use brain. You want a brain.
And I feel like the one other thing,
You feel me?
yeah, yeah. The one other thing will happen for our community. Now the fact that people don't even know how these things will affect them or their next generation. So people just feel like after all, that the industry they talk, concern me.
It
After all,
concern you.
now say they don't know. They don't know. We just come over talk for you about mental health to talk for you. You just talk about trauma. Just imagine say some person they online the bully people. It train a picking will be the next bully. You understand? And after that picking go bully your picking.
Bully.
So by the time we know day for year, now that
Period.
bully picking go the bully our own picking
A
them, and
bunch
then the
of
bully
bullies.
picking go pass and down to their generations. You understand? So
Period.
men will know she don't talk say everything is okay. Oh, ignore this, ignore that. No more look for a solution. And I feel say my sister don't give you the solution. Equal and critical thinking. Me and one call and critical thinking because we in a big book. Me and one call and common sense. Just use your small common sense. If some person come to you tell you say my name Nana Sakum, the person come to me tell me say hey your name na John. I get to ask myself say wait oh what did the man mean by telling me say my name na John? I know say my name na Nasaku. You understand? Hey, the man come. Why you call me Nasaku? You know very well say my name. Why you call me John? You know very well say my name na Nasaku. It is just common sense. You understand? Some person talks on thing, especially when some other person say, hey, I don't think say na so you get for B. That is when you decide, you know what? Let me go do my research, gather knowledge, and share with my community. Another one bad thing we Cameroonians they get and we will get out of our community, where even me, I feel talks at the suffer from. The fact say when we know the truth about what was happening, we don't come out to say, oh, when I know that too, I be talk so, I be wrong, oh, now the truth this, now the right thing this. We just be like, oh, okay, after no man no knows I don't know the truth. We just should we for corner, for quiet. And even when we
Mm.
just other person they propagate lie, we still stay for they quiet. In as much as I know they applaud them, but we just stay quiet.
Let me
Um,
tell you, I
yes,
was
ma'am.
attacked. I was attacked for 2 years straight.
Yeah.
2 years by
Yeah.
Cameroonians. They tried to bully me, reported my page, tried to bring my page down, only because I was speaking about. It's not just about shouting.
Mm-hmm.
You have to understand what it takes to build an entertainment industry. And then you also have to learn from the people who are winning. Let me tell you,
Yeah.
I will not be where I am today if I did not learn from Nigerians.
You know, yeah, she don't call again on Nigerians.
What? Oh, well,
Go ahead, boss.
I will not be where I am today. The person who said you should call yourself MC Charlene, because Charlene is a very beautiful name, but
Mm-hmm.
add MC on for is a Nigerian.
Mm-hmm.
The person that said this is how you should do things for people to continue to respect you was a Nigerian. I learned a lot from Nigerians. But that don't mean say
They know over. Oh,
you understand
know what?
no.
Yeah, yeah.
But let me tell you another thing. Forget about Nigerians. I have a bachelor's degree in social work. That's your bachelor's degree there. That's my certificate as a chef.
Mm-hmm.
Let me tell you something. In my psychology class as a social worker, I was good, but I wasn't the best. Do
Mm-hmm.
you know what I did to have my top grade so I can land the job that I have now?
Mm-hmm.
I saw my classmate that was sitting next to me. That girl smart very badly. At that time, I was an MC get my bachelor's degree. At the same time, do you know what I did?
Mm-hmm.
I became friends with her. She became my study buddy. I tapped from her brain, and
Yeah.
that's how I got my A's and B's. If I had sat on my own and said, no, she's only getting happy. What does she think she is? Because is it because she thinks that her brain is bigger than mine? Oh, MC Charlene. No, I could have said, please listen. This subject is really difficult. I have no idea how to deal with it. Please, please, can we study together? She said, yeah, sure, sure. I came and she told me everything she had. We became friends. That's how I succeeded in becoming and having my bachelor's degree. You understand what I'm saying? So
Boss.
we learn. Hmm?
Yeah, go ahead. We learn.
Yeah, you cannot do it alone. If you see somebody who is bigger than you, who is winning in the particular subject that you want to be good at,
Mm-hmm.
you have to tap them. Yo, how did you do it? And please, can we work together?
Boss.
That's I learned. Yeah.
Next him say we need to get part two. I beg promise and say we'll get part two. I beg.
We'll get part two.
Thank you very much, man. I think that one deserves an applause. Thank you very much for your time. This was
Of course.
I don't learn a lot. I hope say our people will continue to share the video, continue for share
Yeah.
knowledge, uh continue to share what can actually grow our community. My sister, personally, I want you back. Thank God to every other person they say we want you to come back again. We will prepare them, we'll schedule them for
Of
some fine time
course.
after they don't digest the 1 hour 30 minutes. We'll bring you back so me you give you more knowledge. Trust me, you don't
Sure.
talk so many
Mhm.
things away. I like them. But I feel say the one with me I go wrong with them today. Now the fact say, hey, if you see some person where they do one better than you, go closer to them, learn from them. After you don't finish learn from them. Now if you decide you want to reinvent the way you want tweak them a little bit, you want make on your own. So you're talking now you be the first man who do and now one see now you, but acknowledge the fact that this person is doing better, go closer to them, learn from them, and then you dominate the war. I beg you in 2 minutes, you find out words to your people, especially those who they watch.
What my final words, my people, is that stay positive, stay happy. There's nothing you cannot do in this world, baby. And I'm saying you are unstoppable, and nobody can stand in your way. Do what you want to do. Okay. And get that money. Oh,
Bayangi with energy.
get that money.
Boss,
Work hard
thank you
and get
very
that
much.
money. And do
I
it the
think so
right way
was
because thief man they go prison.
I think so was kind of with this, man. This was a beautiful one, guys. Go ahead and follow my sister MC Charlene on all her
Oh,
platforms. Follow her on all her platforms. MC Charlene everywhere, whether it's Instagram, whether it's Facebook, whether it's everywhere, it's MC Charlene. She's doing wonderful. This is somebody who has love for our community. This is somebody who wants to see us up there. This is somebody who wants to see us grow. This is somebody who
mhm,
wants to see our community get better. And you know what? The difference between you and her is you not just Cameroon, 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 Cameroon. This woman, God be don't take you out of Cameroon where the 8 years old. Can't put you for some place where you get a taste of different cultures, you get a taste of different mentality, you get a taste of the whole world. So when she speaks in a manner that can take Cameroon, can take our community internationally. Never for remain for Kativo Boya, never for remain for Kativo Kumba, never for remain for Kativo Kumbu, or for remain for Kativo Sangmanima. We are looking at dominating the world. Not dominating the world because we want show off. No, dominating the world because we want contribute to globalization. Follow MC Charlene everywhere. Follow the energy goddess everywhere and thank me later. Boss, I'll kick you out now. And me and you go talk for background, but trust me, this was a beautiful one. You just blessed my soul. Woo, I think this was beautiful. This was good, guys. Go ahead and go ahead and share the video. Go ahead and comments, questions, any question where you would like to ask MC Charlene later, let us know because we are actually going to plan for a part two. I have something that is supposed to happen. We'll go live for this video again in 20 minutes. Some other program, community program. And any person you want to watch, if you get time, make sure so you watch. But if not, problem no the. But make sure so you share this video. Share this video with other Cameroonians the way they need to learn. Share this video with other Cameroon, other people from our community. We actually need to learn a lot about what we can be doing as a community to grow. No man no go do them for we. Now me and you get that responsibility for do them. You understand? And the only way we feel educate ourselves now when we start conversations like this, we are blessed to have people like a Pule Jeffrey, people like Nextdim, people like MC Charlene, people. We have so many people who have where they don't for a long time now. They don't take time. By the way, shout out to Pastor Anita Eta. I don't know. I'll probably reach out to you after this. We blessed for get people for our community who don't sacrifice their life, 20, 30 years of their life learning about this whole entertainment thing. You understand? Whether national or international, these are the people we're supposed to be listening to. These are the people we're supposed to be asking them questions. Now, people then will go for the talk to. If we really, really, if our concern are really about growing our community, at the beguna, at the ever talk, say, we feel fight, we feel argue, we feel do any kind of two one do them. But more not forget, say, if we not leave this community better than we meet up them, now our picking them will suffer. If I continue to run around like a bully, I go train my own picking to become a bully. And guess what? My picking go bully your picking. We can do better as a community. We can do better as a community, especially because we get people where they be very, very knowledgeable. Not only for we, for put these people up there, for project these people, for make sure say that these people they speak on our behalf. That way we become better. That way we become far more better than we ever expect. Now there's more to read up get time for today. More sign off with this short video for my sister, the energy goddess.